Yesterday, Anthropic made a huge mistake and they accidentally leaked Claude Code again. And so someone posted the download link on Twitter. And so, of course, being as curious as I am, I had to download it and I had to take a look and I had to start experimenting with Claude Code running on my computer. And so this video is for entertainment purposes only, because in this video, I'm going to download the source code to Claude Code. I'm going to have OpenAI Codex analyze how Claude Code works, and then I'm actually going to change it. I'm going to change the action verbs that you see in Claude Code. I'm going to change its personality. I'm going to try and make this a better interface. So I'm going to vibe code my own interface for my own version of Claude Code, and we're going to see where it gets us. And full disclaimer, I will not try and sell or monetize anything that I create in this video because it's for entertainment purposes only. Anthropic, please don't hurt me. Anyway, let's dive into the video. All right, so this morning, this tweet was literally the first one on my feed when I opened my phone. Claude Code source code has been leaked via a map file in their NPM registry. We're simply just going to download the code and have some fun. We're going to learn and we're going to build our own version of Claude Code based on this code. And again, this is all for entertainment purposes. And what made this post so interesting is that all you have to do is just click on this link and it automatically downloads it to your computer. I will say it's not doing it now. I think this was actually blocked somehow, but luckily I've already downloaded it to my computer earlier. And yeah, so I downloaded it to my downloads earlier, and here it is sitting in source 2. So this is the code that is apparently Claude Code. And so what I'm gonna do is I'm actually just going to make a copy. You can hit duplicate. Here we have source 2 copy. Now what I'm going to do is in Codex, what I'm going to do is I'm going to hit add new project and we're going to work out of source 2. So this is the Claude Code. I'm going to say, please tell me what you see in this project. Summarize this agent. So right now I'm using Codex by OpenAI. It would feel weird to use Claude Code editing the Claude Code source code. I feel like it will be put into some weird database or something for doing that. So instead we're going to stick with Codex. And now it's analyzing the code here. Okay, so it looks like it's almost done here. So what this is the source tree for Anthropic's Claude Code CLI. The CLI entry point literally prints Claude Code, and it has a dedicated fast pass for remote control, daemon workers, background sessions, MCP helpers, and other agent runtime modes. This has everything that Claude Code has. Built-in custom plugin agents, multi-agent delegation is real here. This is really cool. So now what I want to do is I want to run this code as if it was Claude Code, but I want to run this version, and I'll probably need my Anthropic API key to do this. I want to run this version, and then I want to start making changes, right, to its personality. So I'm going to say, I want you to do everything you need to do to run this locally in the terminal. I don't want to run Claude Code. I want to run this code, which is basically like Claude Code, except we're going to make changes. Please run this, except make changes to the UI, so it's called RileyCode. So I know you made changes successfully, and allow me to run this coding agent in my terminal. Give me the command to do so. I will give you the Anthropic key in my next message because I'm pretty sure it'll need that. So I'm just going to run this, and now I am going to go to Google Chrome. What we're going to do is we're going to go get my API key. And you can actually get an API key on console, the Anthropic console. So you can look up Anthropic console, you can go there, the screen should look like this. I'm going to create an API key and I'm going to give it to Codex. I'm not going to do it on screen because I don't want my API key to leak. Okay, so it is now done. This took a little bit and the response was really long, so I said in bullets, summarize what we've done. And so it's created what is called RileyCode, and we can run it by typing RileyCode in our terminal. So I'm going to go ahead and open up a terminal and I'm going to type in RileyCode. And there we go. Here it says RileyCode. Say, hello, how can I help you today? Are you Claude Code? Right? And so here, can you find the verbs in the code base? Spelunking, working are a few. I want you to tell me all of them. I want to make my own, right? Because if you say, I want to build an app, right? Here it says symbioting, right? This is another one. We'll give this symbioting. We're going to change these to be exactly what we want because we can now fully customize Claude Code. Okay, so here it's done. Click on settings.json here. This code file pops up. Very cool. So we're going to go to a new session on Codex. I'm going to say, look, think about looks maxing, gesture maxing, and frame mogging. And please look up other verbs like these that are funny and popular in culture. Please give me a list of 20. Okay, this seems like a good list of 20. I'm going to go ahead and just copy these. We'll go back here. These, I want you to use these are the 20. Okay, that is done. So if we're going to go open up terminal, Command N to create a new one. Let's do RileyCode, and we'll say, hello, make an app. Let's make this bigger first. Status maxing. Let's say to-do list. Clout maxing. This is hilarious. Mewing. There's even mewing on here. Aura farming. Fire. Okay, so this is pretty cool. This is coming on quite nicely. Please, I want you to figure out how to change its personality. I want it to respond in all lowercase. I want it to just like be very direct, like a 19-year-old intern who's like really smart and kind of a generalist, not much of a coder, and like they respond in like fast-paced, multiple messages sometimes, but like low-key you're like super smart, and you just you're like a group, you're in a group chat. Figure out how to change the agent's personality in the code base. Really think deeply about this and then make that change. And while that's loading, we can say, I'm going to go here, I'm going to say, please, can you outline the different parts of this code base? If you were to boil this agent into 12 key parts, like a table of contents, how would you do this? Please make a doc. Okay, this is still working. Okay, so it just created this personality.txt file, which is pretty interesting. I added the personality as a dedicated prompt file so it stays easy to tune without touching the bundle again. Next, okay, the launcher now injects persona through a supported system. Okay, this is very interesting. Okay, now it should work. So again, we're going to go to the terminal. We are going to hit Command N. We're going to run RileyCode. Now say, hey, I have a task for you. Let's see. Hey, what's the task? I want you to tell me about how Claude Code works. Let's see. Okay, so here it is. It's responding in little chunks, all lowercase. What it is, it's agentic coding, not just a chatbot. Okay, so we did change the personality of the agent a little bit. This is pretty cool. I'm going to say, how could we best alter this agent to feel more like OpenClaw? Please tell me how to do this simply. What are the things we should change? So that'll think for a little bit. I want to, and I actually wrote a prompt, just some random ideas for what I want to create. But I'm going to say, I want to create a coding app like OpenAI Codex. Sleek. I even grabbed this image right here of T3 chat. So this is T3 chat. We're going to make it similar to T3 chat. This should be an Electron app that lets me interact with RileyCode exactly like the terminal UI. Please make it so all the tool calls and stuff show up while keeping it minimal. Okay, so we can run that. So now we're creating a desktop app. Okay, so it gave me 8 different ideas on how to make it more like OpenClaw. And I really like this one. Like, I really like these workspace files. So I'm just gonna say, please, let's do this one first. Please implement these files and put it in the instructions for the agent to maintain these. Let's do it. Okay, we're gonna run that. All right, so it's done. I'm just gonna say, please, can you run this desktop app? All right, so here it just opened up this application right here. Okay, so it has my previous chat sessions. I can say, hello there, my name is Riley. Here it says Jester Gooning. Hey Riley, nice to meet you. What are we working on today? I want to build a Hello World mobile app. Actually, Hello World web app. Can you do it? So it's launching this skill. Oh, It's launching my local skill, Vibe Code CLI, skills that I already had. Nice, let's do it. Quick thing, what do you want to call it? Monkey Man, about the history of monkeys. Love it. Building Monkey Man, a hello world of monkeys. Bash command blocked. Looks like I need your approval. Oh, need your approval. Can you please make it dash dangerously skip permissions by default? Okay, here it says done. The desktop now launches with dangerously skip permissions. So if we go terminal, we're going to hit Command N. We'll make this much bigger. We need to say open the desktop app. I do want to see that if we run it in the terminal, if we type in RileyCode, does it automatically run in dangerously skip permissions? I'm not sure. Okay, let's go back to this. Hello, please make a notes app that looks like Apple Notes. Make it quickly. Okay, launching Vibe Code or launching skill. Okay, so now it can actually run, it can use all of these tools. Okay, so now what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna speak out loud all the changes that I wanna make in the app. Okay, so what I'm thinking, please just have the little tools that it's using, just have like the skill name, the bash done. Like right now it's like this like green bubble above the 3 dots. I don't want that. Please put it within the 3 dot. Like if it's using a skill, just put it within the 3 dots, have it rotate. You don't need to show all of them, just show the one that it's currently using. And then make the status maxing or the whatever the verb is, make that bigger beneath it. Don't put the words reply ready, and put the stop button at the bottom of the screen. Also, I want to be able to type a prompt while it's loading. And yeah, like I should be able to respond, or I should be able to type my next prompt while it's loading there. And then the stop button should be within that area. Also in the side panel, right now I can't adjust it. Please just put the title of the chat. Don't put it in like this like rounded circle component. Just make the font on the left side smaller as well. And there's a line beneath the top bar where it shows RileyCode. Please just get rid of that line that goes across vertically. And yeah, please make these changes. Okay, let's see if stop works. Okay. Stop did work. Let's create a new chat. Do you have the files like the soul.md file? So I can screenshot this then, and we can go to our other chat that we're using, right? Here we tried to add the soul.md file. I'm making a desktop app right now that's running my version of Claude Code, which is RileyCode. I want all of the chats to have this file. It should remember things about me and store these automatically. Also, when I create a new chat, I want to be able to create new projects. Look up how Codex works with like projects and threads, because I want to be able to like start off in a new directory which has its own like files and such. Like right now I don't know what directory we're starting out in. Just kind of fling that in there. And then one more thing that I'm going to do is I really like this app. It's called Blueberry. And so I'm giving it to this and I'm going to say, make it look more like this. Here is an image I want you to use as the background. And I'm just going to drag this in right here. I just dragged it in. Here it is. Kind of a cool mountain shot. Please make sure the sidebar and the chat area are not too see-through. Background should be not too visible like the image. Don't blur the background. Rather make it look like the first image. Okay, so I just made a few changes and this is what it looks like now. Hello there, please tell me who you are. Hi, I'm RileyCode, Anthropic's official CLI for Claude. Basically coding assistant that you can chat with. What are you working on? I want you to make a PDF file in my downloads folder about your personality. Status maxing, thinking. It's not showing the tool calls. Oh, okay. I don't like how this looks for the tool calls. Please, can you put it in the ... animation, like in the bubble. Okay, so I want to be able to just like open it up. So I actually want you to create a little web browser in this app that's closed by default. It should be open on the right, very similar to Claude Artifacts. Any link that I click on should open it up in that. So imagine I'll have you create like a public link, or it'll be a localhost link, and I want that to open up in a little browser in the app so I can immediately begin using it and stuff. Please make that, and anytime I generate something, whatever the last link is of the message should automatically open that little browser up, if that makes sense. So if there's a link, and files should be able to be opened up there as well. So if right now it just gave me a PDF link in its response and it gave me a file path, that should also open up in that area as well. This may take a while. I have time. Let's go. All right, so while that's creating, let's test this up. Make the background of this green. I actually haven't opened this up yet, so it's in my downloads. Let's go to downloads. Here's RileyCode personality. Here we go. Here's the file. It's not that great. Please make the background of this green and the text black and even bigger, no red. So here we have, it should show up in our files right here. You can use all of the tools and such. Here we go. Boom, look, it just switched right here. Okay, so I actually took 2 hours last night. It's the next day after I was filming this, and I just made some nice little changes here. Just kind of made it look nice, made some animations look good. I can full screen the app that I'm working on. I cleaned up these files to look a lot more like Codex. I got a lot of inspiration from this Codex application. And you can see here I made my own little version of Codex, except it's running RileyCode, which is my own version of Claude Code based on the I downloaded the source code of Claude Code. We can open these up here in the side view. We can adjust the window. We can open it up full screen. We can see the global files. So these global files we can open up here on the side, and we can switch them, right? We can go to the tools.md and we can ask RileyCode to edit these, and it will dictate its personality, and we can very easily create new proj. And this is just like Codex. And now we're creating a new session with RileyCode, and we can message it and tell it to create any app, just as if it was Claude Code. We put this nice little background here. And yeah, I just did some experimentation in this video, and I hope you guys learned a thing or two. Anyway, thank you guys for watching. Please hit subscribe. It helps me out a lot. I'll see you here for the next video.